She told me she needed space, then went on vacation with her ex, so I sold her car and changed the locks. When she said the words, I didn't argue. I need space. Don't contact me for a while. I just nodded. I didn't press. I didn't beg. I told her I understood, and I thought I meant it. I've always believed that space can be healthy, that sometimes people just need a little air, especially after the kind of stressful month we'd both had. Work, family stuff, life. It piles up. She said it wasn't about us, just life, she insisted. Mental health, she added. Overwhelmed. She whispered like it was a curse. I asked if I had done something wrong. No, she said. This is just about me. So I backed off. Fully. No texts, no calls. I even muted her Instagram for the week to avoid temptation. I respected her boundaries, because that's what you do when you love someone. You give them room, even if it makes your chest feel like it's caving in. But 3 days later, my friend sends me a screenshot. In Mexico, on the beach, with her ex. And not just a blurry tag, a full-blown slideshow of them drinking out of coconuts, playing footsie in a hammock, matching swimsuits, sun-kissed skin, and smug grins. Her caption? Sometimes the heart just knows. Healing new beginnings. I blinked at the screen, once, twice, and then I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because I had been so busy giving her space, I didn't realize I was being replaced. While I was waiting and respecting her so-called emotional needs, she was letting her ex rub sunscreen on her back in Tulum. Now here's the thing she forgot. The apartment she stayed in rent-free? It was under my name. The car she drove every day? Also mine. Fully titled in my name. Even her gym membership was auto-billed to my account. She wanted space? Cool. I gave her the entire damn galaxy. I wasn't going to text her. I wasn't going to scream. She wanted silence? I'd give her silence. Just the kind that echoed through every corner of her now former life. First stop, the car. She drove a sleek little SUV. She called it ours, but the loan, the insurance, the registration, all in my name. I never transferred it because she wasn't ready for the paperwork. She was always good at delaying responsibility. Until now. I drove it to the dealership, still had the spare key, didn't even need to tow it. They gave me a fair trade-in, not a fortune, but enough for what came next. She left her AirPods in the center console, a half-used Sephora gift card, a note to herself that said, "Don't forget lashes for Cancun." I smiled as I handed the keys over. "Need anything else from me?" the sales guy asked. "No," I said. "Just a receipt." Second stop, the apartment. She still had a key. She still had her shelf in the bathroom. She still had the nerve to assume I'd wait for her to sort things out. So I called the locksmith. "Can we change the locks today?" "Sure." All exterior and keypad. Everything. While I waited, I boxed her stuff. Every last item. 3 boxes. Clothes, makeup, random trinkets. 1 bag of things that didn't belong to her but she somehow claimed. My hoodie, my hoodie's hoodie, and a vinyl record she didn't even like. I labeled everything. Drove it to a storage unit. Opened the lease under her name. Paid for the first month, slid the key and access code into an envelope and taped it to the door. Final step, the goodbye note. Simple, clean. Final. You asked for space. I gave it to you. Your things are in Unit 407. The leasing office knows not to give you a spare key. The car has been sold. It was under my name. Best of luck with your new beginnings. I signed it with my initials. Nothing more. And then I walked out. When she got back from her little healing getaway, she found exactly what she asked for. No messages, no confrontation, no access. Her key didn't fit, her parking space was empty. Her stuff was gone, but not trashed, just handled. Like she never mattered as much as she thought she did. She came back 2 days earlier than expected. I knew she would. People like her always want to control the exit and the return. They want the last word, even when there's nothing left to say. I was home when it happened. Lights off. Music low, just me and a glass of bourbon, watching the clock tick past midnight like it owed me something. Then I heard it. The key jammed in the lock. A twist, a pause, a twist again, then the knob rattled, then the knock. "Babe, what the hell?" "The door won't open." I didn't move. I let it sit there, the silence between us doing more damage than shouting ever could. She knocked again. Harder this time. "Are you serious right now? You changed the locks?" Yes, I did. The text came 5 minutes later. "Lexi, you better open this door right now. This isn't funny." "Where's my car?" Answer me. I sipped my drink and let her spiral. She asked for space. She got it. She asked not to be contacted. I obliged. She went on vacation with her ex while still under my roof, still driving my car, still letting me pay bills like I was a placeholder until something more exciting came along. She didn't want love, she wanted a safety net. I just happened to cut it. Eventually she stopped pounding. Probably noticed the note taped to the door. I imagined her reading it. Mouth tight. Arms crossed. Thinking she still had the upper hand. Then she realized the parking spot was empty. That's when the real meltdown began. I watched her from the security cam feed on my phone. Hair up, sunglasses on top of her head, a suitcase she didn't even roll properly. She called someone, probably her ex or a friend or her mom who never liked me anyway. I don't know what she said, I don't care. That night, she blew up every inbox I hadn't blocked yet. Instagram DMs, my old email, even my Venmo with a $1 request labeled, "Grow the fuck up." Her messages ranged from rage to remorse in the span of 5 hours. "You're being so dramatic. I can't believe you would do this to me. You always said you were better than this. Can we please talk?" But I didn't respond. I wasn't angry. I wasn't bitter. I was done. She called it space. I gave her a clean slate. She thought she could test how far she could push me. She forgot I knew where the line was drawn, because I drew it. By morning, she had switched tones entirely. Gone was the rage, now she was the victim. I didn't do anything wrong, I just needed time to think. You completely overreacted. I was honest with you. I didn't cheat. I just reconnected with someone who understands me. Reconnected. That soft, deflective word she always used when she wanted to make betrayal sound poetic. I didn't answer. Again. But that didn't stop her. She started reaching out to mutual friends, sending paragraphs about how I'd blindsided her and left her homeless. She conveniently forgot to mention that she ghosted me to find herself in another man's arms. She told me not to contact her. Everything she lost was legally, financially, and emotionally mine to take back. But she needed someone to blame, and she wasn't about to take a good hard look in the mirror. Then came her last move, the public post. A long, rambling Instagram caption with a black and white selfie and some faux deep quote about how losing everything teaches you who you really are. She wrote about heartbreak. She wrote about abandonment. She wrote about me, without using my name, painting herself as a woman left in the cold by a man who couldn't communicate. The comments rolled in. "You're so strong. He didn't deserve you. Some people can't handle a real woman. Sending love." It was the fake sympathy Olympics, and she was winning gold in mental gymnastics. So I posted something too, not a selfie, not a paragraph, just a screenshot of her beach photo with her ex, her reconnection. Captioned with her own words, "I need space. Don't contact me for a while." I didn't tag her, didn't mention her name, didn't say anything more. I just posted it, then logged off. The silence afterward? Glorious. No more texts, no more crying voicemails. No more emotional manipulation disguised as closure. She vanished like smoke after a match is snuffed out. And me? I thrived. I changed my locks. I upgraded my peace. I started going to the gym again, picked up cooking, met new people, real people, the kind who don't treat loyalty like a convenience store. Here's what I learned. When someone shows you who they are, don't argue. Don't beg. Don't wait. Believe them. And leave. She asked for space. And I gave her a world where I don't exist in her orbit anymore. That's not revenge, that's reclamation. It happened 5 months later, downtown. Saturday night. A rooftop bar with warm string lights, the kind of place where the drinks cost too much but the views make it worth it. I wasn't even supposed to be there. My friend dragged me out, claiming I needed to start living like I'd already survived the story. She wasn't wrong. I wasn't looking for anyone. I wasn't hunting closure. I'd already written my last chapter and set the book down. But life's got a twisted sense of humor. Because guess who walked in? Lexi. She didn't see me at first. She was laughing, all teeth and wine glass. But something about her looked off. Maybe it was the makeup that couldn't hide the tiredness. Maybe it was the way her dress clung like she wanted to be seen but not touched. Or maybe it was the fact that she was alone. She scanned the room. And then she saw me. Our eyes locked. She froze mid-step. The girl next to me, my friend, and maybe more than that now, leaned in laughing at something I'd said. Her hand touched mine. That's when Lexi noticed her, and that's when Lexi's smile cracked. She made her way over like she hadn't detonated my life. "Hey," she said, voice too sweet, eyes too glassy. I looked at her like she was someone I used to know in a dream. Someone I'd left behind in a version of myself that no longer existed. "Lexi," I said, calm as a sunrise. Her voice dipped into that familiar guilt-wrapped flirtation. "You look good." I nodded. "I know." She blinked, not used to me holding the upper hand. She looked at the woman next to me, tried to clock her. Couldn't. "You dating now?" I shrugged. "I'm living now." Oof. You could practically hear the ego crack beneath her heels. She lingered. Said something about how crazy it all was, and how she regretted how things went down. I let her talk. It meant nothing now. Her words felt like echoes in a room I no longer lived in. Finally, she said the line I knew was coming. "Do you think maybe someday we could grab a coffee? Just to talk?" I leaned in just slightly. "Lexi," I said, soft but direct, "I don't drink coffee with ghosts." Then I turned back to my date and ordered another drink. Lexi stood there for a second, stunned, like she expected me to flinch or fold. But I didn't. Because you can't haunt someone who's finally free. Would you have gone that far, or taken it even further? Like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss breakups that shook everything. Cold, calculated revenge stories, and jaw-dropping glow-ups you have to see to believe. Got a story? A take? Spill it in the comments. We read everything. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay bold, stay real, and never let anyone write your story for you.